Hey team, Jefferson Santos, seven-figure entrepreneur, international marketing director, and guys, it's a pleasure to be here with you. And I just wanted to put this training together because Sir Erwin said, "Hey, listen, talk to my team, talk to our teams," and I'm excited to do that. So ni hao, and I'm excited that you are part of this team. Now, you know, when we start in a business, we have a lot of desire, we have a lot of a vision for our success, but sometimes the vision and reality are not the same, right? It takes time to get success. And so what I want to do is just share with you a little bit about my story and some of the challenges that I had when I was, building my career in network marketing and also in our business, in our company, right? And so I started 22 years ago in network marketing. My mother told me about network marketing and I fell in love with it. I went over to a doctor's house and they showed me, the whiteboard. They were drawing circles on there and I saw that, wow, this looks like team building sports, because I played college sports. I played American football at two different universities. And I just fell in love with it because I love teamwork. I love the chance to be able to work with people. And I don't have to be the best one. You don't have to be the best one, but we can all work together and be the best together, right? And that's what excited me about network marketing. Oh, by the way, I'm in Montana right now, and I'm at my wife's family's, or our family's cabin over here in Montana. It's been a wonderful holiday at Thanksgiving time here in the United States. So I just wanted to let you know that. So back to the story. And so when I got started in network marketing, I didn't have a lot of success. I only sponsored three people in my first 2 years. That's it. Okay, I was horrible at it. But I believed in the concept. I believed in the concept of working hard and working with people and having success and all these different things. I really believed in that. But just because you believe in something doesn't mean it happens instantly. I had to have belief and faith, and that carried me until my skill could catch up. And I think that's real important for you to understand, that just because you want something, just because we have a desire for something, doesn't mean we get it instantly. Okay, it takes a while to get that. Okay, but we have to work hard at it to be able to get those things. And so that's what I did. So I only sponsored 3 people in my first 2 years, and it was tough, but I kept on going after it. I went to trainings a lot by myself because I didn't have a team yet. I did not have a team yet. I was still working and working and working. This is way before the company that we're currently in right now. Okay, this is way before our company. But I just stayed with it. And 9 months after I got introduced to network marketing, I met Wayne Nugent. Now, Wayne Nugent is the visionary of our concept. He's an amazing man, and he's like the big brother I never had. And so I met him, and once again, he was my mentor. And I learned a lot from him, but I had to go through my learning curve. We all have to go through our learning curves in order to get the lessons that we need to be successful, right? And so that's what I did. And so for many, many, many years, I did not make that much money, but I went to trainings, I went by myself, trying to build a team. So let me fast forward a little bit and kind of make the long story short, is I probably tried several different opportunities, to be successful, and I learned things along the way. But about a year before our company, before our travel company, I started to have a little bit of success, some really, really good success actually, and it was exciting. I finally had a chance to see the fruits of my labor, and then Wayne came to me and said, "Hey, listen, it's time for us to do something big. It's time for us to, number one, we love to travel. Number two, hey, we got to make some money. Number 3, we want to make a difference." And so we started our company. We started the travel company, right? And this was over 13 years ago. And I was prepared for that. All the things that I did, all the failures, or I would say learning experiences, all the way up until the point that it was time to start our travel company, got me prepared for such a time as this. And so when I jumped in, I went in full force. I mean, I put in 30 people my first month. My first 3 months I had 3,000 people on the team. It was crazy. and then hit the top rank in 13 months, and then just kept on going and going and going. And now I got a team of, well over a million plus people all across the world. And it was because I stayed with it. And it was because I believed in, Wayne. I believed in the concept. I believed in myself. There were times where I didn't believe in myself. I think that Wayne believed more in me than I believed in myself. And I think that's our job as a sponsor and an upline to our team, is that we have to learn how to help people believe in themselves more than they believe in themselves, right? I know that they're translating this too and subtitling it, but it's important that we believe in our people first before they believe in themselves, because we know what it takes. We know that it's not easy, and we have to go after it and make it happen. And so now with having a team of over 1 million people, and once again, it's not me by myself, that's my whole team working together, but I knocked over the first domino. I did videos and presentations and flew around the world and kept on doing the same thing over and over again. I think one key thing as a leader to build a massive team, because if you want to build a big team, you got to be consistent. You have to be consistent because your people are watching you. They're watching you do presentations. They're watching you advance in rank, because you're inspiring them by advancing in rank. You're inspiring them, by staying out front and doing what you're supposed to be doing and not taking the foot off the gas pedal. You're just keep on going and going and going. And so one of the things that's key, another key thing in addition to consistency is making sure that you promote the promotions. Whatever promotion that the company puts together, whatever promotion that your upline puts together, it's important that you get excited about it and that you run on the promotion. See, there's honor in running on a promotion and maybe not hitting the goal, but there's no honor in not even running on the promotion. The company or your upline's putting money on the table for an extra bonus or a promotion and you don't even run on it. That's crazy. And so if you don't run on it, that means you're not activating yourself. And if you don't activate yourself, you're not activating your team. And so the cascading effect is literally costing you money. And so being consistent, promoting the promotions, that's really, really key. Okay. The other thing is be here a year from now. A lot of us overestimate what we can do in a year, but we underestimate what we can do in 5 years. Okay. And so just because you're not at this big rank in 1 year doesn't mean it's the end of the world, but you've been building the foundation. You've been building the foundation to get better as a leader, to get better as a presenter, to get better as a trainer, to get better as a friend and a teammate. And these are things that you have to do. Is you have to focus on getting better, right? And so the other thing too is being a student, is always learning and never losing that childlike faith. Just sitting there and just learning and figuring out what else is it that I need to learn? What else am I not doing in excellence or more consistently or more predictable? Because I think that in order to have a duplicatable team and teams that are duplicating, it's important that we don't shoot from the hip. Now, that's a term in the US that we use. Shoot from the hip means we just kind of make it up. And it's hard to duplicate shooting from the hip. It's hard to duplicate randomness, but it's easy to duplicate a system in a consistent way that we do things, right? And so I think that one of the ways that has helped me grow such a massive team around the world is having a system, having videos, having a training system and slides and everything that everybody follows together. And so it doesn't matter if you understand everything, but it matters if you follow instructions and follow your upline and follow the system. Because if everybody's doing the same thing and we're teaching our culture of just follow the system, I'm telling you, duplication is going to happen. And maybe sometimes success is boring. Sometimes it's the same thing over and over and over again. Sometimes it's monotonous and it's the same thing over and over. And sometimes as entrepreneurs, we get bored sometimes. We get bored with the same thing over and over again. But I'd rather be bored and rich than have all these random things and be broke, right? And so listen to your upline, listen to your team leaders on what they're doing and what the system they're following, because if you follow the system, you will be successful, but you have to put time into it as well. You can't just instantly be successful. And so right now we are making history in the industry of network marketing. We are doing things that have never been done before. It's really, really exciting. We're helping people see the world like they've never seen it before. We're really able to help people realize their power. You know, I don't know if you realize your own power, and maybe on the surface you do, or maybe deep down you're like, hey, am I supposed to be doing network marketing? Is this my career? Am I supposed to be doing this? And the answer is yes. You know, whether you believe in the universe or God or some higher power, whatever that is for you, you've been put on this earth to do this. Why? Because you're watching this video. You're sitting at the training right now and you're watching me, you know, here in the middle of the snow, telling this to you. That there's a reason why you're sitting in that seat and you're watching this training right now. And there's a reason why you're out there doing presentations. It's because somebody needs to hear it. Somebody needs to hear you do that presentation, and it needs to come from you, because you have a certain influence over people that maybe some other people don't, and they're going to listen to you. They might not listen to the guy down the street or the gal down the street, but they're going to listen to you. And if you don't do that presentation, they might never hear of the opportunity. They might have even heard about the company from 4 other people, but when they hear it from you, because they know you, then they will join, and that will change their life for generations to come. I mean, we've all heard the term teach a man to fish. You give a man a fish for a day, you feed him for a day. But if you teach a man to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. But if you teach a man to teach a man to fish, you can feed them for generations, and their kids and their grandkids and their grandkids for generations. And that's what this business model is about. It's about teaching people to teach people to teach. And if we can get really good at doing that and understanding that it's not about us, it's about them, and about they're the one, and we got to teach them to teach their people that they're the one, and to teach their people's people that they're the one, that's how we do it. That's how we build a dynasty. That's how we build the biggest team in the world. And the leadership that you're with right now, I think they're the best leaders in the world, because, you know, when you go through challenges as a person, as an individual, in your relationships and your business, you kind of find out what you're made of when you go through a challenge. And you find out what your teammates are made of. And so when you go through a challenge and you come together stronger and not fall apart, but come together stronger, that's the kind of leadership that you have. And that's leadership that you could count on for decades and decades and decades to come. Because, you know, starting from Wayne Nugent with all your other leaders as well, I'm telling you, you have a strong, strong foundation of people that want to see you successful. But we can't do it for you. You have to get out there every single day. You have to get out there and do the presentation. You have to get out there, go to the trainings, promote the trainings, get people to the trainings, right? And then you have to believe that it can happen for you, okay? And so I'm going to go back with the family here, and I think we're going to go have lunch here in just a little bit. But I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for believing in your leadership, for believing in us, and believing that this is possible for you, because it is. And I can't wait to see you on stage getting the next award. I can't see you on the next incentive trip. It's going to be an amazing year coming up in 2019. I can't wait to see you successful, because I know that you're going to be successful. Matter of fact, I will speak that over you right now. I know that you're going to be successful. And you know what? Some of you might be looking at this going, man, this seems kind of weird. This guy doesn't even know me, and he's telling me I'm going to be successful. Yes, you are. Because you're watching this video and you're under some incredible leadership. All you have to do is be here a year from now, make that commitment, keep the faith, keep on believing, put one foot in front of the other, follow instructions, promote the next promotion, be consistent. All right, guys? With that said, I appreciate you, Shishi, and have an incredible day.